This Shopify store made $600,000 this month alone, and it was created entirely using a new AI. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a store just like it in under 10 minutes. Let me refresh the page real quick so you can see that these results are legit. And obviously, I'm not going to be able to show you this specific store because the product is still running, but in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to build a one-to-one copy of this successful website completely from scratch. But before we build this store, we need to address the single most important question: what are you going to sell? To find truly winning products, the ones that actually make this kind of money, you have to use professional product research and ad spy tools. I'm talking about tools like Minea, Ad Spy, PPS Spy, Sell the Trend, AdHeart, and many others. The big problem is that these tools are incredibly expensive, especially for beginners. A single tool like Minea on its own can cost you anywhere from €49 up to €399 per month for their business plan. And if you want to get a complete and accurate overview of what's happening in the e-commerce market across all platforms like Facebook and TikTok and Pinterest, you need to use more than one tool. This would easily cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars every single month. That's why, before we continue, I want to share the solution I found that levels the playing field for everyone. I found an exceptional bundle that gathers almost all of the professional spy tools you'll ever need to succeed, all in one subscription for the insane price of just $49 per month. This offer is your chance to use the exact same tools the top sellers are using, but without the massive budget. The link is the first one in the description below: digitaloffs.com/premium spy tools bundle. When you click on Buy Now, you'll be taken to the checkout page. The site offers you several payment methods like a bank card, a bank transfer, or even digital currencies like USDT, Bitcoin, or via Binance Pay. For example, to pay with your credit card, the process is simple. First, you choose the credit card option, and then a payment link for the card will appear. You click on it like this, and you will be securely redirected to the Stripe platform to complete the payment process. Here you enter your card information and confirm the purchase by clicking the Pay button. As soon as you pay, a confirmation page will appear. Now, pay close attention. You're going to take a screenshot of that page, and then you have two options. You can either send it directly to the support team via WhatsApp for the fastest service, or you can upload it directly on the checkout page and click Confirm Order. Immediately after this step, the support team receives your order, they will verify your payment within a few short minutes, and then they will send you your login details for all the tools. Okay, now that you have the secret to getting the same professional tools as the top sellers, there are no more excuses. Let's start building our store. So, for step 1, head over to Page Pilot. And just to be clear, I'm not sponsored by anyone. This video has literally no affiliate links, and I'm not getting paid by anyone for this. So what you do is you just click on Start Free Trial, then create a free account, click on Create in the top right corner, then select AliExpress, and just copy and paste the AliExpress link of your product in here. All right, click Generate. Now it's going to load for a bit, and that's it. You basically already have your product page. Everything is done. The only thing that's missing is just a few small details, which I'm going to show you how to fix in a second. Next, you're going to click Connect to Shopify account and just follow those simple steps. Then go back to your product page and click Import to Shopify. Now, usually you're going to have to pay for this because they have a paid plan. However, you can also just get the free trial, import the product, and then cancel it. All right? That's if you're completely broke, you can do that as well, but this is just generally a great software to use consistently. Now, if we go back to the Shopify store, you're going to see we already have a pretty solid structure for the entire website. All you have to do now is add the final touches. Okay, so the very first thing you should do here is create your own image, because the first image is actually very important. Here's how you can do that in under 1 minute. First of all, go to canva.com. It's the easiest way to edit pictures generally. When it comes to the image, the thing that really sells is a strong offer, and that's what we always like to include in the main image. In this case, we're going to give a bunch of free gifts on top of the core product, and I'm going to show you in a second how to do that properly. But what we're going to add here on Canva is just the picture of the product itself, then a bunch of gifts, and then we'll just write free Black Friday gifts, okay? This is a random offer which you're always going to change depending on the month or the time of year. So let me properly adjust the text and the sizing here. And once all of this is done, we're just going to export it to our Shopify store and add it as the first image. Now, one of the biggest reasons we see these ridiculously high conversion rates, for example, on a store making $600K in 30 days, you can see conversion rates of 5%, which is unheard of, all right? If you ask anyone who actually makes money, they know this is ridiculously high. Out of 100 people, 5 people buy. It's crazy. So one of the main reasons for that is free gifts. And this is something inspired by the website Gleam. A few years ago, I saw this on their website and was just amazed at how cool this is. So if you just buy the default offer, what automatically gets added into the cart is this Gleam body scrub, which is completely free. This right here increases your conversion rate drastically because everybody who has already added the product to their cart sees they're losing out on a free gift if they don't buy. Now, we took this strategy to the next level by actually adding a bunch of free gifts. In some cases, we have up to 10 free gifts, which are very small things that are usually already included with the product. Most of the products you'll be selling have some sort of option where you can just include something for free. So how you technically do this is you basically install this app, e.g. Auto Add to Cart Free Gifts. You install this, and then you're going to have to add a bunch of extra mini product pages, which are basically the free gifts. In our case, it's these extra add-ons for the massage gun, and we're going to just create a few of these right now. Now that all the product pages are done, let me quickly set up all the things in the app right here. Now you just need to connect the app to your store. And now when you click Add to Cart, you're going to get all of these free gifts. Okay, again, this was a massive change to our conversion rate every single time. Okay, so now that the baseline store is done and it looks more than good enough to start, let me show you how to get it to the next level. And that's basically with the Shrine theme. This is by far my favorite theme, and while it's normally very expensive, I'll leave a special link in the description at digitaloffs.com/shrineprotheme where you can get the full pro version for just $49. We always use it, and it makes your stores just so much cleaner with all the pop-ups and other features. Everything is great. However, I'm going to be quite honest. If you're starting out, what you have right here is more than enough, all right? You don't need these crazy fancy things to get started. Later on, when you've already made some money, go ahead and buy it for sure. If you're already at that level, it's very easy. You just install this theme, change up a few blocks, and then you basically have a store that looks like this. Let me quickly show you the cycle you should go through when you create a product. So again, if you're just starting out, I would highly recommend using Page Pilot because it's so simple and there's literally no time being wasted. Okay, if you've already made at least $5,000, then you can go ahead and buy the Shrine theme, do things properly, and put in extra effort. Then, when you make your first 10K, you can actually get into the small details of A/B testing. What that means is you basically have a store that you split into 2 product pages. 50% of the traffic sees one product page and 50% sees another. And this is how it could look. You just change a picture with a guy or without a guy, and you're going to have a very clear result. This product page makes more money than this one. It's very obvious which one you're going to keep. The app you should be using for this is IntelliGems, and this is always how we do it on our stores. Now, if you're in the beginner stage, where you haven't made your first $5,000 or $10,000, I have very disappointing news for you. Making this store right here, which I just showed you, is almost useless because you don't know how to properly get traffic. At this point, you should know that testing the right product and getting perfect traffic onto your store is the key to dropshipping. Just logically think about it. Whenever you buy a product, you don't really buy it because of the store itself. You buy a product because you want that product. So the product is the most important part. After that, you need to see the product and know where to buy it. So that's the marketing. And only then comes the store. And finally, if all of this still seems like too much work, or if you'd rather have a professional team handle everything for you, we also offer a complete done-for-you service. If you want our team to take care of your Shopify store design and setup from A to Z, just contact us via the WhatsApp number you see on the screen. You can also find the number in the description below. We'll build you a high-converting professional store so you can focus on what really matters, selling your products. Send us a message and let's get your business started the right way. I'll see you in the next video.